Hello, my name is Vanessa. If you didn't know that, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. I love that I gave this channel like a running start and then I just kind of stopped doing anything. Mind you, I have filmed things. They just will never see the light of day because so much time has passed, it makes no sense to post them now. Like in November, I did film something and then I just kept neglecting editing it, and then I cut off my hair again and now I have braids, so it'd be just kind of weird, especially since it was a book haul. It'd be weird to be like, hey, Happy New Year, here's some books that I randomly bought. Anyway, it's the new year and I was trying to think, what could I possibly start the new year with? Probably starting it with some favorites and dislikes would have been smart, but honestly, that is a stack of books that I just kind of don't really want to touch right now. I will get to it. In the meantime, I would like to talk about some of my bookish goals. Now, if you couldn't tell, which you probably can't, because I don't really upload anything really, this is kind of like a new-ish section of the bookshelves. I've since rearranged my living room and my couch is now kind of where I used to just kind of plant myself and sit. Also, not to brag, but I made this sweater. Explains the really weird color choices. It was kind of my New Year's Eve thing. On my lovely phone here, I decided to write down some bookish goals that I would like to try to achieve this year, since I kind of threw all the other ones from last year out the window. Like, I planned to read 100 books, didn't do that, so I just kind of modified my Goodreads and Storygraph, and I think those are the only two. I just kind of modified those goals to pretend that I only went to read 75. So I hit my goal. So that means my first reading goal of the year is to read 100 books. Now, I've done it before. I know I can do it again. Last year, it wasn't for me. I got into a reading slump after like June. And then I got like really sad, got a little depressed. I got laid off. I didn't want to do anything. But I'm committed. Now, it is currently, I actually don't know the date. It's currently January 8th and I've read nothing, but that is not going to deter me. That is not the sign of how it's going to be this year. Audiobooks are my friend. Also, I read a lot on my Kindle anyway, and I like zoom through that. I currently have no place to commute to at this time, which is how I was doing a lot of my reading last year, was my commute to work. But considering I don't do that right now, I just have to take some time out of my busy lounge time. I need to read more. Sorry, I'm like shifty when I stand. I don't know how to like stand still. My next goal, read primarily books I own. Now, these lovely shelves, I hate to say it, not a single book on here I have read. Not a single book on here I have read. There might be other shelves like that, but that's just gonna be between me and the cats. You don't need to know how many shelves are unread, but they do say that buying books and reading books are two very different hobbies, and sometimes I am not a responsible adult. Pretty sure I'm 3 toddlers in a trench coat with access to adult money on occasion. But yes, I like to read mostly books that I own, which means another goal is to buy less books. Now, I don't really go to bookstores. I don't really peruse Amazon that much anymore, or like Barnes and Noble. I don't have a car, so like kind of can't really just go to my favorite bookstore. But I do kind of mostly get my books now through Book of the Month, and I don't want to give up my Book of the Month subscription. I like being a bestie or best friend. I don't remember what it's called. I like that. Also, it's my birthday month, so next month I get a free book. Okay, I'm excited for that. I go a little hard on birthday months. But yes, I would like to buy less, read more of what I own, maybe like side goal, kind of, maybe possibly read a full shelf? I don't know. Maybe it's possible. This is definitely way more than 100 books, but I can dream big. I can try. I'll probably fail, but like, I don't need to put that mentality out there. I need to believe in me. Next goal is something that I really don't do. I need to continue a series that I start. I start so many things and immediately go, oh my god, that was so good. I need to read the next one. Don't touch it for years. I finished a series like 2 years ago that I started in 2012. Like, I read 1 and 2 back to back. Book 3 wasn't out yet. I read it in 2022, mostly at a job that I don't work at anymore. Vanessa, why'd you get laid off? I have no idea. It's not for reading on the job at all. There's usually like, that's like a decade. That is a decade of not reading that series. And did I know much of what was happening? Nope. Still read it, confused as hell, but I did it. And then because I couldn't really think of any other goals, I decided let's throw a random reading challenge in there. Now, I've been listening to the All the Books podcast for years, and I do know that Book Riot does a Read Harder challenge, and I want to do that. I've wanted to do it before, but this year I'm committing. This year I've actually decided I'm going to do that. I'm pretty sure I can do it with the books that I own, because again, I have so many. There's just so many. It seems it's a good way to kind of like also expand my reading. I don't just stick with like the same type of genre or the same type of like feeling, because I kind of like stick to a thing, and it's a good way for me to branch out. Now I do kind of also select my books when motivated in a weird way. I use dice because I have like enough bookshelves where I can just like roll a dice for a shelf, roll a dice for like a specific like shelf on the shelf, and then for the number. And I want to keep doing that too, because it's like a weird way for me to read things that I own and have just never thought of reading. Sometimes I do get lazy with it, see what the book is and go, no. But I'm going to try to stop doing that. My last goal is probably less likely to happen, but I have been trying to learn German because I want to read in German. The reason why is because of that Maxton Hall series. I wanted to read it, and it was only available in German at the time, German and Spanish, and German I had already tried to learn before, so I just decided to continue with that. But now it's being published in English, so don't really need the dream for that anymore. But there are other books out there that just sound interesting that are still in German that I can read. So I don't see that. I don't know if that's going to be a this year thing, but I can try really, really hard. You know, it's something fun to do. I need to kind of remember to just kind of like do this. I need something that's kind of mine. I need something that feels like it's for me to do. That's something that kind of makes me happy, and I feel like this could be it. I know I did kind of go ghost, but I kind of wasn't really reading, and it'd be weird to just pop on here and be like, sup, stare at me for an hour. I mean, I'm currently unemployed, so I should, in theory, be able to read more, but I have been spending a lot of time crocheting, hence really weirdly colored sweater. Yes, I hope to actually do a favorites and dislikes video. I don't have that many favorites, I think, if I remember correctly. Like, I had a few 5 stars. A lot more things kind of disappointed me because I thought they were going to be one way, and it turns out they weren't. I hope to actually film that soon, which means it will probably get filmed at like 3 in the morning because my sleep schedule is kind of wonky right now. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon. I don't really have an outro, so thanks! I really should move that. You lay me off, you get no free advertising. Okay.